Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here and welcome to another Dawn and Julia Creates. So this week it is our lovely Julia's turn to decide what we are doing. And she's kept it quite simple actually this week, but we'll see what we're going to end up doing with it because this is only part one. But we both have this Mad Hatter's robot kit. You can get it from Julia's shop. It's where I bought it from, and I absolutely love it. And I've already made one of the robots up. So if you are a regular viewer to my channel, you will have seen that I made this little robot up here for a plaque for a friend for her birthday. So we're to make 3 robots, and then we can use any mediums we want. We can do what we want, and then we're going to come back to a later date and create something with them. How fun is that? So the last time I got this kit out, I did do what the kit told me on the front of the packet. So I just followed the picture, but I think today I'm just going to do something really random. And actually I have put them all away so that they all represent a robot. I hadn't realised I did that. So there you go. So let's have a look. Let's see what we've got, because what I'm thinking, because I'm going to change my mind, is let's put all the bits, so all the bits out, and let's pop them up along the top so that we have all the same bits together, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to put the feet in one area. We've got all of these bits, so there's actually 4 bits of these which can be used as for the feet. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, because I don't quite know yet where I'm going to go or how I'm going to do this. So, but I'm thinking that if we have them all laid, like all the bits and pieces are laid out, then we can sort of build our robots from there, because you don't have to follow the kit for this. I followed it last time because the robot, it was perfect for my friend and she absolutely loved it, so I was chuffed to bits with that. But yeah, she loved it, and it's hanging in her studio on her door, so yeah, I was really chuffed with it. Right, okay, so if we just do all of that, we've got a star, we've got nuts and bolts, and yeah, and I think basically we go from there. So if you want to join in and you have this kit, please do, and then share it over on social media so we can have a look. So I think that'll be quite fun. Right, they're different sizes, not sizes, sorry, different arms. If it's, yeah, just trying to work out, because like I say, you get absolutely loads. This kit is super cheap as well, like I mean super cheap, and you get so much for your money. It's honestly, it's ridiculous. Right, so oh, I've got another one of them. They are opposites, but that's fine. Do you know what, let's just put them together, because we are slowly running out of space. Like I say, you get absolutely loads and loads and loads. So definitely well worth, yeah, well worth it. Right, so that star can just sit on there. I have one of them already. Got one over there. Do you know what, I'm just going to put this little grate. I'm going to keep these little bits as well, because we can use these little bits in something else. That one on there. Have some big ones. So yeah, it's time to use our imagination with this, which it will be definitely fun. So got 2 of those bits. Excellent. And we still have another couple of packs left. Like I say, when I put this all away, I actually put it away in how the robots are shown on the picture. But I have since changed my mind and think that we're definitely going to do a big robot. So I have since changed my mind about that. So yeah, now that is Lady, for any of you that are wondering. She keeps on scratching badly and we don't know why. So I think I'll have to give her another antihistamine. Right. And these ones, I think they're just a little bit smaller. They are. Got 2 of those. Got that little heart. We have that star. I can just sit on there. We've got a button. Right. Okay, nearly there, guys. But I mean, considering I've already made one robot out of this, it's just, honestly, it's a never-ending supply of bits and pieces. So we have 2 heads, which is really good. I think as I'm doing this, what I'm thinking is I might make a mummy, a daddy and a baby, or something along those lines. I think that might be quite cool. Right, put them over there. Okay, then we have these ones. But I'm really wanting to make a huge robot because we've got this, which is massive, and then we've got this piece, and then we've got this massive head, and we can really go to town on this. So I can either turn it that way, or we can do that way for that one. I need a neck bit, and then maybe that on there. So that looks quite cool. What if we changed it up to make the oh, I don't know, I quite like, yeah, I think that's a bit too, so it might be, I'm thinking this piece that I'm liking. I want something else on the neck, I'm thinking. Maybe. So now what I'm going to do to glue this together so that we have more parts, like more pieces to play with, I am literally just going to grab, I mean, I've got a bit of card here. I'm just going to grab card and I'm going to glue it onto the card, which is going to give me the oh, she could have a really big neck. That actually might work. Yeah, so I'm going to do a strip of card that goes all the way along, and that's literally just going to be so that, yeah, what about, I'm just making her longer and longer, and what about get rid of that and have actually that on there, maybe, because I'm thinking that, I don't know. I am actually struggling with this one. Right, think. What can I do? Right, get rid of these. And let's glue, yeah, let's just glue that onto there. That's what I'm going to do. Right, I'm just going to use my craft glue for this. Because it's wood, it will stick it really nicely. So, I mean, you can use your gel medium, which really would probably hold better. But I'm just thinking, actually, this adheres a lot quicker than the gel medium. And because it's like wood and paper, then the other thing that you could use actually would be wood glue. Wood glue would work amazingly. And I'm thinking that piece there, but have it maybe like that. Yeah. Now, this is going to be very interesting actually to see, because Julie and I are going to be working with the same kit. Now, she's probably going to have one more robot in her kit than I have. But I'd be interested to see if we put any of the same parts together. I think that would be quite fun. And I'm going to stick that on there. Like I said, I am going to use a bit of card on the back of this, in which to, there we go. So I just need that to stick on the back just to make it stronger. So that's what we're going to sort of do. So that's going to go there. Okay, I'm loving that. I definitely want these arms. So let's do this. Now I'm hoping Julia gives me something nice, because this is like a really big big robot. So let's hope that it's going to be something that these fit onto. I hope so. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Okay, and then we're just going to come in and put that on. So loving that. Now I want to add, while we're waiting for those bits to sort of dry and connect together, I'm just moving it around just ever so slightly. You just want to bring in some of these. Now I want the heart on her, just there. I'm loving that. Yeah, absolutely loving that. So let's do that. So let's glue that down. Okay, and then let's glue this piece down as well. So 3 robots. I don't even know how I'm going to colour these yet. I have no idea. Okay, but I do know that I'm going to have to grab this, and let's pop some glue just on the back, and I'll go around it with my craft knife, but this is just so that we have some stability, because that head is definitely not going to stick. So and it's just so that it all sticks nicely. And like I said, I will come in with my craft knife once this is dry, and we'll cut all of that card away, but it's just so I can get away without putting loads of extra layers on and stuff. So yeah. Oh, doesn't that look fab? Now I'm wondering, oh yeah, I'm gonna have that on there actually, although she could have a button mouth. I like that. Let's have a button mouth. So we're gonna have a button mouth, which is a bit unusual, but yep, that's what we're going for. And it'll also help keep that join nice and strong. So it's all good. Oh, I love that. How cool does that look? Doesn't that look really cool? Now she needs some legs, and I'm thinking let's go with these ones. So the legs can just be glued underneath, like so. There's one. And then let's glue this one. Like I said, it's entirely up to you whether you use your craft glue or whether you use gel medium. But like I said, this is your craft glue should work. Or you could actually use, if you wanted to, you could use your glue gun, which actually probably would have been the better choice. So there's our first one, and as you can see, she's not even fitting on the screen. There she goes. How gorgeous is she? So let's move her off to the side to dry. So I'm going to leave her there. I'm going to grab some more paper, and let's make another one. Okay, so I think have another big body. I'm going to have this as the head. Yeah, along with that. Yeah, I'm liking that. Oh, do I want it to be, or do we want a fat robot? Oh, that might work. That might look nice. And then we can have these as the legs. Okay, liking that. Oh, like that. Now I'm thinking let's have really big funky arms. Oh, that looks so cool. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. So that needs to be turned this way so we can get all of our elements stuck down. So let's start with the head, because yeah, that needs to go on there. Okay, and then we're going to have one of these, just the small ones, and that's going to stick in there. So yeah, so if you wanted, like I say, gel medium would definitely work for this and keep it, like, give it a permanent adhesion. This glue will, it won't be as strong as your gel medium, but it will work. But you just need to have something stable behind it. So like I'm putting the card behind it, but we will trim that off. so all will be well. And then let's stick that on. Or you could use your glue gun, so either will work. I know Julia, she will use the proper stuff. She will use gel medium for this. She won't do a let's hope for the best. But yeah, like I say, I wonder if she's going to use card behind it as well to stabilise it. That would be very interesting to see, if she would actually use card to sort of like keep it all together. Yeah, I'll be very interested to see if she does that. And let's stick that on. Okay, right, so now we've got that, we want to start adding our details on. So we've got, not too big, I don't want them, they're too big for the eyes. Oh, I think they're all too big for the eyes, although, yeah, what about that? We'll have that. Okay, so just a little cross there, and then we're going to have this star here. Okay, make sure they're about right. Excellent. Now we've got these little bits out, which were the grids. That can actually be the mouth for this one, or a little piece. Although we have 3, so we could use all 3. Okay. 1, 2, and the last one. Let's pop that down like so. Oh, I like that. I think that looks quite cool. Right, make sure they're all in the centre and as straight as I can get them. Should have used my tweezers really for this, but never mind. Right, stop touching. Stop touching. We don't need to touch. Now, I think that's just the wrong. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. Well, let's put this one on. Okay. So, like so. And then, what else? Should we have a heart? Yeah, let's have a heart. Let's have a heart on all of them. Why not? Okay. So just that, and maybe I was thinking maybe a star or something. Yeah, let's pop a star in that corner. Okay. Right, okay, so that is our second one. Okay, so really, really chunky and gorgeous. Right, last one. So let's grab this. I want to make a smaller one. So, wondering whether to use this head actually. So this is going to be a little baby one. No, I don't think I want to use that head. What about if we use this for the head? Yeah, I'm liking that. So let's use that for the head. That bit for the neck. That bit for the body. Yeah. Sounds good. I like it. Oh, let's have some nuts for the, no, yeah, screws, sorry. Not nuts. For the legs. We need some arms. What about if we do these for the arms? Oh, yeah, that's quite cool. Right, we want a heart because the other two have hearts, and we need something for the eyes. So I'm thinking, yeah, those two for the eyes, and then a little grate on the bottom, like so. Oh, do you know what? I really like that. It's so cute. He's so cute. Right, I don't know whether to change that up for that. No, I like that. And then we do have one of these that we could also add on if we wanted to. Yeah, right. That's cool. Okay, so let's start gluing this down. So like I said, just going to stick it onto card. This is 250 GSM card or 300, I can't quite remember which one. So it is quite a sturdy card that I am using. So, or you could use cardboard as well. I'm literally just using it because it was in front of me. So just pop plenty of glue on. I'm just going to pop some glue on the join actually. I should have done that other join, but never mind. And then I'm going to push that in like so. And then a bit of glue around here. Think a little bit different, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm wondering, do I go black or do I go white gesso? Now, my first thought is to go with black gesso and do steampunk, because that's what sort of jumps out to me. But I'm actually wondering whether or not to go white gesso and try something completely different. So, I have a feeling Julia will go white gesso. And I have a feeling she will probably guess that I will go black gesso, but then she'll guess that I've changed my mind and gone white, because I know she'll guess black. So, yeah, we shall see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I think she's going to go white gesso, as Julia's really good with white gesso and her colours are normally always very vibrant. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, and just pop this on. Okay, like so. And away we go. Okay, so that needs to dry. So let's just move that one and this one off to the side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show, I mean, look at this. Look at all the pieces we've got left. We could make maybe another 2 or 3 robots with that easily. So I'm going to get my craft knife. I may need to put a new blade in this because I think this one might be, yeah. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go all the way around. Clip in there, please. Like this, to get rid of the card. So I'm just following it all the way around, and then so I'm going to do that with each one of them. I will do it off camera because this is probably going to take me quite a while to do. But yeah, and then once that's done I will be back and hopefully I will have decided whether I'm going to go black or white. Never mind. But there, as you can see, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'll put these bits away as well before we start. So I'm going to continue doing this, and oh, I'll try not to cut my pieces. I might get my other blade out actually. Anyway, yeah, I will see you when this is all done. Right, okay, so I have decided I'm going to paint these white, so that, yeah, I'm thinking we're going to go nice and colourful, and I'm thinking of doing different colours, maybe a green, a blue, I don't know. We'll see what colour sort of takes my fancy as we go. So I'm just going to paint these. I'm looking at probably, I don't know whether to do 1 coat or 2 coats actually, because I'm just looking at them, because you've got quite a lot of detail on the chip, the MDF, and I don't really want to lose that. So I'm thinking maybe 1 coat will be fine. It just means the colour won't pop as brightly as, yeah, as it could do. So I think 1 coat will be more than enough. So I'm just, and it's just going to be a thinnish coat, because like I said, we've got all that detail, and I want to sort of pick up on that detail the best we can, if we can. So you don't actually have to prep MDF. You can leave it and then paint your colours on. The only thing is your colours will be muted, so that's why I'm coming in with my white gesso, just so that we can have brighter colours. And always make sure to get the sides of your pieces as well, because you should never neglect the sides. It makes a massive difference having the sides painted as well. So it just takes a little bit of time, a bit more time, but it really does make all the difference when doing this. I mean, if you wanted to, you could even paint the back. I might actually, because look. But yeah, when I was cutting this one, the reason why I was having so much trouble is I needed a new blade putting on. As soon as I put a new blade on, I literally had cut like a glove. So as you can see, cut so much better. So always make sure you've got a nice new blade in your craft knife, because it really does make all the difference. So I'm sort of putting the colour on and then trying to take a little bit of that off, just so that we can still see all of that nice gorgeous detail. I mean, we're going to pick it out anyway, because we can do some bits over the top. I'm thinking actually bringing my Nouveau drops in for all of the little details. So yeah, but how cool are these? So okay, again, making sure to get all those edges. There should be enough on my brush. I'm using 13 Art Gesso. That's my preferred choice. But you guys can use whatever you want. I know you can get a really cheap gesso in the works. I think it's £5 for a really big tub. It's not the greatest, and you'll find that you'll have to put quite a few coats on, but it does the job. I know the pound shop, if you're lucky enough in your pound shop to get some gesso, the Darling Rowley one is in there for £3. Julia has one on her site, the Pretty Gets Gritty one. I've personally never used it, so I can't comment on it because I haven't used it. But I know that Julia swears by it, so that is another choice. So that's on Julia's website. I'm trying to think of any other gessos. Yeah, I really can't think of any off the top of my head. I've only really, white gesso, I've only used the Works gesso and the 13 Arts, so I've never used any other gessos. So I can't even give you any, I can't really tell you anything about the one in the pound shop either, but I have been told that it's really good, so I'm just going on other people's recommendations. So yeah, there you go. Okay, but yeah, gesso is gesso. As long as I think you could even get away with using acrylic paint if you wanted to, so it's not like, you know, how gorgeous. So it wouldn't be too bad that if you just did it with yeah, acrylic paint. I've just realised I've not put any eyes or anything on this one, so I think we'll draw them on. Okay, so right, I think I'm going to end up just boring you guys if I stay on camera. So I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to paint the rest of these white and get them dry. And then I'm going to grab my colours out. I'm just going to use, can't decide whether to use acrylics or whether to use my gouache. That is the question. Anyway, you'll find out when I come back once I've done this. Okay, so I'm back. Before I start cleaning up, I want to use some of this. This is Gritty Granite Paste, and this is from Pretty Gets Gritty. I've only used it once, but it's a lovely, lovely texture. I actually used it last time I did the robots. So let me grab a spatula out, because we're just going to apply this on to them. just for some added texture really. That's it. But we are allowed to use any mediums, so that's what I'm doing. Right, so I'm wanting to add little bits of this. I don't know if you can get this paste anymore. I got it when they were on the craft store. And it was like an end of call paste, so I thought I'd take advantage of it. So I did. Right, and I have to say I am pretty impressed. Okay, just, and again I'm making sure to go on the sides as well. I think I want a bit on her shoes, so yeah, we're just going to have that as her shoes. There we go. Let's do around the sides. Again, never neglect the sides. So like so. Okay, right. So there's the girl one done. And then, so these are I'm gonna leave these to dry for a few hours. I'm not sure how long actually they take to dry, but I'm gonna fill that little hole up with this stuff and do it on the other side as well. Okay, and then take that away. There we go, loving that. And maybe have a little bit, it's just like, I want to say it's like a sand paste but in black. It's really cool. Right, and then I'll do it on the feet again, why not? We're here, we may as well. Oh, love it. And then our very last one, so let's just squish it on. Okay, and then I'm going to do like so. And really this is literally just adding texture onto our piece. That's all it's doing. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like, because I'm sort of making this all up as we go along, like I normally do. I love mixed media. I just love the freedom of it. Yeah, I just think it is fab. Right, okay, so now that I've done that, so we've got some texture paste all over them. Let me just move these. I need to go and wash them. So here they all are. So I might not be able to see very well because my mat's a mess, but I'm going to leave this for a few hours to dry. Then when it's dried, we'll come back and we'll start colouring them in, and hopefully they look gorgeous. So yeah, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I am back, and it's actually the next day. Oh, what? Well, not a nightmare. I had such a lovely day yesterday. I was working on another video, and that's literally took me all day to do yesterday. So yeah, so anyway, and most of this morning as well, but we're not here for that. We're here for these. How gorgeous are these robots? So they are well and truly dry, which I'm absolutely chuffed to bits about. So I've decided for our little big one, I'm going to go with pink and purple, and maybe a bit of this, what is it, matte mahogany, why not? Maybe some silver glitter, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I'm thinking for her. For this one, we're going to go with blues. I've got some blues and then some copper. And then for the little baby one, which is the one that we're going to start with, I'm going to go with browns. So, and orange, because I have no idea what colours to use. So I thought I'll do some different bits. Now, I'm using my mat as always. To pop my paint on, and I'm just going to not pay any attention to what I'm doing, and I'm just spreading this paint on. So this is my first coat. As most of you know, I do it in stages, so we have lots of different coats and layers and all sorts till we get the result that we are looking for. So all right, I want that orange right in there, so let's see if we can tap that in somehow, because I think that'll look quite cool. There we go. So yeah, these paints are from Craftbox, most of them, and I've had them in my stash forever and they seriously need to be used up. This one actually is about dead, yeah, because I haven't been using them. So I am just coming in and I'm just going to start using them. Yeah, this one is nearly all dried up, so this is why I'm sort of using them. I do have other paints in my stash. Don't forget your edges, that, you know, they are readily available. So I've got ones from the works, I've got ones from the pound shop. So use what you have in your stash. Don't let it go dry like I have. So that's the plan. Over the coming weeks I want to use these bits and pieces up, so that's what we're going to do. So yeah, so I'm just sort of coming in and colouring this all in. Like I say, I'm not being very particular right now with it. I'm just getting the colour down, and sometimes, you know, we can look at this at our project and think, honestly, where do we start? And my advice to you is just do what I've done, put a colour on. I always go with my brightest first, and just blob it on, and then just keep going, and you know, keep doing it until you're happy with the colouring that you've done. So I mean, you can see that's nothing sort of amazing. So yeah, I'm going to bring in some of this brown. So this is, and this one's only just been opened, so this one is a nice one. And then again, I'm just going to sort of, I'm not being particular with this at all. I'm loving that colour though that it's made. I'm just bringing them in. Now I also have these distress paints. I've got frayed burlap, and I also have, I don't know if that thingy's out, I also have a rusty hinge as well. I can't remember if these have dried up or not, or if, but I'm hoping they still work, because I want some of that texture on. And again, these are something that I've had in my stash, and I've had them for a very long time and I've just never used. It's just been one of those things that I've never ever used, and it's such a shame. Right, I'm loving that. I really love that actually. Now I want to bring some of that dark brown in, and I'm not changing my brush at all, so we are just, you know, I'm going to stipple it on actually, because yeah, why not? Let's just stipple it on and see what happens and see where we go from there. So I just want it, I don't know, just to look nice, I think. So this one's going to be quite a rusty one. I'm loving the texture from that paste that I used. So it was the Pretty Gets Gritty granite paste, I think. Gritty granite paste. So yeah, oh, I'm liking that. Right, I want some more of this orange, because I don't know, I just like that orange, and I'm loving that stippled effect as well. So something a little bit different for me, because normally, as most of you know, I do dry brushing, so this is definitely something out of what I normally do, my comfort zone, but I have to say it's working. I'm loving that. So just keep going. Right, I want some of this lighter colour now, so okay, and I'm just going to bring that in along this edge, and again I'm just going to stipple it and just have it as if we've got some highlights. Okay, I'm loving that. Now don't worry about the fact that it looks like mud and stuff, because you already know what I'm gonna say. We will be doing some dry brushing, because why wouldn't you? Oh, I love that. I just love that effect on the pieces. Yeah, loving it, absolutely loving it. And then we'll compare some of the detail on it. So I think that's me about done for that one. So let's move that one off to the side to dry, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a couple of wipes and just clean this bit off. Okay, see, I haven't got a journal to hand, otherwise I would have popped all of that into a journal, but yeah, we don't have one. So this is one of the reasons why I love having my glass mat. You can actually buy reusable palettes, like disposable palettes, sorry, which I do have, and yeah, I could quite easily get out, but yeah, I never do. Right, it doesn't have to be perfect. So let's get the lids on these, otherwise they are going to dry out even quicker, although this one is just about dried out, although I might use that on the lady one. Okay, right, so make sure we've got none of that orange. Okay, so now I've got, so this is mixed media gel mat. I don't think so. I think this is actually mixed media paint in turquoise. Oh, this one hasn't been opened, so I'm not going to open it because I know somewhere, there it is, I already have one opened. So that one was in the wrong drawer. Now I am going to bring some soufflés in as well. Let's bring the aquamarine in for that one. I'm going to use this limited edition pink on the lady one. And now I have a feeling, actually no, we'll use the rose quartz. I have a feeling Julia might actually use her soufflés as well. And oh, I'm going to use autumn leaves on my other one. So they're going to be last because they give a gorgeous sparkle. Right, I don't know if I can open this one. So, oh, I can. Excellent. So this is actually a Lumi Paint, which I will need to mix up and activate up, as well as that one. So it is just pure, that is all mica. It's absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous paint. It's a very thin paint, but it's very, very nice. And yeah, she doesn't sell them anymore, which is a shame, but yeah, they are really, really, really lovely. So but you do have to stir them every time you use them. This is a 13 Arts one, and it is a red bronze, and again this one I have to stir as well. It has like clouded film over the top if you don't, so just where everything's separated. Right, let's grab another brush. So I'm going to actually go in with this first, so and we're just going to pop this on in some places. I want it over all of this area where I put all that texture paste, so that's where I'm gonna aim to go. Okay, so all over it, and then on the hat as well. I think the hat, we should definitely keep that colour, or the crown. Right, okay, so I'm loving that, and actually it was just the right amount on there, which was nice. So that's that's our base. Like I say, this is all about layers. Mixed media is always about layers, you know, and you just keep going until you're happy with what you see. I'm going to come in with the turquoise colour first. Again, I'm going to use my glass mat, and then we're just going to bring in that colour. I'm just using like a dry brush technique actually for this one, so a bit different to our other one. So this one we are dry brushing. I never know what I'm going to do actually when it comes to mixed media. I do get asked a lot, how do I know, like do I plan or do I prep, or and more like the answer to that is actually no, I don't. I normally go through my stash and I'll pick something out, and then I work from there, and then you guys see the creative process from there. So I know what I want to sort of start off with, but I'm never quite sure what I'm sort of doing, what I'm going to do, and I really do just build it up as I go along. Right, I'm going to bring some of this dark blue in now. And I always find that it's like colours. It's taken me quite a while to decide on the colours for these. And if anybody has seen my mixed media videos, you'll know that I tend to go towards my pinks and purples. I just love them. But so it's quite nice when you get something like this where you can just really experiment with and just go with it and try something new. At the end of the day, if you don't like it, I think, well, you can paint over it. But my advice is just keep going, because your work always goes through a messy stage. It doesn't matter whether you are advanced with this and you know what you're doing, or whether you're a beginner. You always have a messy stage, and the key to that is when you get to that messy stage, just keep on going. You know, there's no rush in it. You can just keep going, and yeah. Right, I definitely want some of this Lumi Paint because it's too nice not to use. So although I don't think it's going to show up much, but it's going to give that nice shine. And then once I put a little bit of this on, yeah, I'm liking that. Right, a bit more of the bronze. Wondering whether to dry this actually. Oh, I just love those colours. How nice is that looking? Do you know what? Let's bring in this rusty hinge. So I'm just going to pour a little bit out on my mat. Okay. Because I think this might be nice. Yeah. And just bring in a few of those like rusty colours. Oh, I like that, because I want this to sort of look slightly aged and slightly sort of weathered, so it looks as though it's been left outside. Yeah. Now I want to know what Julie is planning. I think you all should ask her what's she planning for the next bit. Because, yeah, she hasn't told me, and I want to know. Hopefully by the time this goes off, I'll know. But, yeah, right now, I have no idea. And I want to know. Oh, I'm loving that. See, you'll find when I do mixed media as well, I just keep adding layers, and I'll get to the point thinking, what did you do that for, woman? Do something else. Change the colour. You're putting far too much on, so I do tell myself off in my head. Right, now I have just realised I have neglected my sides. Never neglect your sides. And that is an awful colour that we are now painting our sides with, but you know, let's go with it as long as we've got our base on. Yeah, that really is an awful colour. But you know, right, let's bring some of this blue in. There we go, that's a bit of a nicer colour. So I'm liking that. Right, that is really awful. But, you know, we can... Oh, let's do some stippling. I think we might have to, you know, because these colours are getting awful. So, now, Julia is definitely better with colour theory than I am. I have no idea. So these are all sort of creating like a mud colour, but that is fine. I don't know my colour theory, but I know by I I'm not very good at learning, shall we say, so being told think I have to do it to be able to learn something. So I'm just gonna go all the way around. Right, how nice is this? Love it. Right, okay, definitely want some more of that darker blue in a few areas, just in a few bits. I'm going to stipple it on over here like so. Now I have no idea what I said to you guys yesterday of what my plan was, so I think that between then and now my whole plan has changed, so I won't know until yeah, until I actually come to edit and watch it, and I'll be like, really, Dawn, you're all over the place. So I do apologise if what I said yesterday turns out to be completely different. I know I couldn't decide between acrylics and micro wash, so I did decide on that. Oh, do you know, I love this. I love this bit here. I think that just looks fabulous, and then she goes and ruins it all, so we'll just wipe that off. So yeah, don't be scared, guys, to ruin. Don't think that you're going to ruin something, because trust me, you can't. You just keep it, like I said, keep building. The more you build your layers, the better. Right, I want that. So if you can hear anything, that is Lady. She has a rash, bless her, on her leg. So we're treating her with cream, but yeah, we will see. Hopefully she'll be better soon. Oh, right, I'm not going to touch that anymore. She says touching it, because I think I've got that just about perfect. I love that. Do you know what? I really, really love that. I put my brush in the water now, so I can't do anything else with it. But I think that looks so cool. That looks so rusty. Oh, wow. That is awesome. And there's me thinking I was about to spoil it. But like I say, just keep on going, guys. It's the best thing to do. Right. I don't normally use wipes to clean up. I normally use my rags, but I only have one in the studio at the minute. So, and the other ones, well, I need to buy some more, because my problem is I clean everything up with them, glue the lot, so they end up stuck together. Yeah, so I think actually I want to save them in the wash. Right, these are the last of the wipes, so then I'll have to use my, right, okay, I think that should be fine. Yes, okay, right. So now let's get on to our ladies. So I'm just going to pop the lids back on these. Don't forget to do your lids on your on your products, otherwise they do dry out, and that is not what we're wanting at all. Right, okay. So let's bring her in. Now I'm going to keep this copper one out, because I might end up using it. And let's see. So I'm going to have to get, because this is, yeah. So I'm just going to blob some of this on. Oh, there we go. Just because that is right at the bottom now. This pink is gorgeous. It's called Milkshake, I think. Strawberry Milkshake, and it is just, again, this used to be quite runny and now it's gone quite thick, and it really is down to the fact that I'm not using them. So, and then we've got the peach. This one we already know is about dry. Oh, look at that. That's just, oh, I think I've put a bit too much out, but that's fine. And then this purple, I think this is still really, so this is the consistency in which they, oh no, this is a bit too dark, a bit too thick now as well. But yeah, right, okay, so I've got that, and then I'm going to just pour a little bit of this out as well. Come on. Just because it's got that metallic look, and I really, really like the metallic look. Are we alright there, lady? What are you doing? What? Quincy, please don't start her. So now Quincy's starting. Right, honestly, no rest, guys, no rest at all. So I'm going to start off with this peach colour, and I think that I'm actually just going to paint the whole thing in, like the whole robot in peach. Right, I'm going to actually put this one on speed up because the dogs are about to start fighting, and I know that you don't want to hear that. So this one will be on speed up, and then I'll be back. So I'm back. Right. This one, I have to say, it was really hard for me to do. I don't know if it was the dogs because they were fighting or doing whatever, but I really struggled with this. Now, purple is normally the colour that I go for, and pinks and stuff, but I wasn't feeling it. And I have to say, it's my least favourite one. I'm glad I added the mauve colour. It is just a watercolour, but I think that's really brought it together. I don't know what it is. There's still it's still not quite right, but I am liking it. And I think it's one of those where when I put it on, whatever it's going to go on, it'll look amazing. But I think it's because this one's too good. I absolutely love this one. This one is definitely my favourite. Now, I do have my soufflés. So we are going to put the soufflés on. And actually, I think I'm going to go with this autumn leaves one for both of these instead of this aquamarine one. So let's put that one away because we don't need it. I did bring out my gilded waxes. So I brought out the one in silver and the one in king gold. I was looking for, I do have one like in a bronzy colour, and I have no idea where I put it. Anyway, they're the ones that I used. So I'm just going to grab, actually, do you know what? I'm just going to grab one of these brushes because it really doesn't matter. Actually, let's grab one of these little thin ones. Oh, I'll be back in a second. Okay, sorry about that. Now, where were we? Yeah. So I'm not at all sure what it is about this one, but I think that once I get some glitter on, I don't know. I think it's because this one's turned out so perfectly, and isn't that always the case? I mean, I don't dislike it. I do like it. Right, that's no good. That is definitely no good. I'm just going to use the lollipop stick. Makes life so much easier. So, this is going to add some gorgeous sparkle on to our piece. So I'm just going to grab lots and lots of it. And basically where I put that texture paste on this one is it hasn't done basically what I wanted it to do. Is I'm just going to put this on. So this is souffle. Souffle is just pure glitter in a tub. But it's like a glitter paste. Do you know what? I think this is what it was needing. I can tell straight away that this is just what it needed. So when you can't be bothered to get a spatula and you have lots of lollipop sticks next to you, they work just as well. Okay, and I want some on the hat as well. So just like that. Oh, I don't want it on there. Actually, I think that's more than enough. I don't think I want to add any more. I'm just going to put what's the rest on there. But I think I'm going to leave this to dry naturally. And when they all are dry, I'll come back on and show you. But don't forget to check out our lovely Julia. I am dying to see. I want to say she's going to go with bright colours because Julia definitely goes with bright colours. But then every time I say she's going to go with bright colours, I'm pointing my stick now. That means I mean business. Every time I say she's going to go with bright colours, she then does the opposite and does like pastels. So let's see if I can actually be right this time. So nice bright colours. She's going to add in a green and she's going to add in a pink. So, and she'll say that I'm going to do purple and pink. And if she says that, then she would be right. Right, absolutely loving that. So I think that, yeah, I think that's what it needed, you know. I think it just needed the glitter. And I'm looking at these two thinking, you don't need anything. But we have glitter and I want to add glitter. So we're adding glitter. All right. Okay, so this is, I'm just going to put it on. I'm not going to put it on as thickly as the last one. But we are going to put some glitter on. And do you know what, I'd be very surprised if our Julia doesn't use her soufflés because she is a bit like me with them. Obsessed. She was encouraging me to buy them the other week. So she let me know that there was some limited edition ones, actually the ones that I'm using now, and she will have been right into thinking that I wanted them. So right, I want the crown to have lots of glitter on. Now these do dry clear, so they're quite clouded now. but they will, that one will have a hint of pink to it, but this one will dry clear. That's the beauty of these. So it's just absolute gorgeous, gorgeous glitter. The other thing I want to do with this one, okay, so let me just, is on that heart, I want to bring in my glossy accents, and I might do it to the other one as well. And I'm going to fill it up just like this, because I think that'll look nice. And this does dry clear, so I know that will be good. But yeah, I just want to fill it up, so I'm going to. Oh, that's going to look so nice. Right, okay, so there's that one and that one. Let's move this bit out of the way and drop it on everything, and then I'm just going to wipe that off onto there, as you do, and I'm going to add a bit of glitter on here. But yeah, the glitter will actually help this one, because it's very sort of, the tones are more or less the same. I don't want too much on it actually, so I think yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, I need, oh, let's do the heart. Let's have the heart covered in glitter. There we go. I'm liking that. Oh, I like that a lot. Right, okay, so leave that to dry and we can use it again. And then with the glossy accents, I'm actually just going to come in here and pop some glossy accents. Just like that, because why not? Who said we couldn't? Right, okay, so let's pop all of these to the side. Well, I'm going to pop all these to the side to dry, and then once they are completely dry, I'll come back and show you them. And then it's then waiting until the next Julia's turn, like to the next time it's her turn, to find out what we're going to be creating with our gorgeous robots. So here they are right now, waiting to be dried, and once they have dried, like I said, I'll come back and we'll have a look at them. So I'll be back in a second. So I am finally back. It's been a few more days, but they are all dry, and I have to say I love her now. I absolutely think she is gorgeous, and I'm really, really pleased with how she looks. So really, really pleased with that. Let me just move that out of the way. And then how gorgeous is that sparkle? So that is my maker for Dawn and Julia Creates. I love those hearts and how like shiny that glossy accents is. Absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that is my Dawn and Julia Creates for this week. Next time will be my turn, and then the time after we'll be seeing what we do with these. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and yeah, do go over and check our lovely Julia out. Check out to see what she has done. I know that she will have smashed this. She is amazing at mixed media, and I will see you all again very soon in another video. But until then, please do take care everyone, and happy crafting. Bye.